In Lean Solutions, let us talk about 5S. 5S is a concept and a practice. Basic principles of 5S are: get rid of anything that is not needed at the worksite, then arranging the tools, materials and equipment nicely, standardize the worksite, that means everything has to be in its place, keep the worksite tidy, and practice housekeeping and have a plan for that. Incorporate the safety as a standardized practice. 5S stands for 5 Japanese words: Seiri, Siton, Siso, Siketsu and Shitsuke. Translated to English, they are sorting, straightening, setting in order, sweeping, shining, washing, cleaning and tagging abnormalities, standardizing and sustaining. Let us see one by one. The first one is sorting. Sorting means getting rid of anything that is not needed. Separate out what you do not want. Sorting activities involve classifying all the items at the shop floor or in office in 3 categories: whether they are needed, or whether they might be needed, or they are not needed. If something is not needed, remove that from the workplace and keep it some other place. Or if they are needed in future, keep it at a place where you can find them whenever you need them. And what is needed, it should be kept near your work desk or workplace. Setting in order means thinking not only of beautification, but need to consider workflow and arranging the items. So, a place for everything and everything in its place. Arranging all the things properly based on we can see that, we can take it out, and we can return whenever it is required. Using 5S methods to properly arrange everything nicely so that everything can be easily recognized. This involves labeling, color coding, numbering, zoning, etc. We should have consensus with the co-workers on where and how to organize all the necessary items. The third is sweeping and shining. It might involve cleaning the floors, windows and walls, cleaning and maintaining the office automation, machines, medical equipment and tools, and office furniture, and developing and following regular cleaning and maintenance schedules. Standardizing, that means 4th involves developing mechanism to standardize 1S, 2S and 3S implementation for continuation. Standardization will lead to equalization of activities, that is production leveling and smoothing. It will be useful for easy implementation of S1 to S3 activities, means how I'm going to implement S1, S2 and S3 activities, how I'm going to sort out. I can form some teams, S1 team, which will go around the office or workplace and sort out anything which is not necessary. Then I can have S2 team, which will label all the things properly wherever you feel like something needs to be tagged or labeled. You can go on tagging these items so that you can easily recognize where everything is placed. And also, in case if you want to find something, it can be easily found. It requires everyone's participation, and 4S activities will help you to standardize 1S, 2S and 3S implementation throughout your organization. The 5th S is about sustaining, means make it a long-term practice. Don't make it a flavor of the month. So people will get bored if there are no changes, if you are doing only this for 1 month or 2 months, and same thing if you keep on doing. So sometimes you can initiate 5S audits. In 1995, I used to work for a pet organization where we implemented 5S. Every Saturday, we used to have a 5S day. During those first 4 hours of Saturday, each department would visit another department and conduct a 5S audit. They would score the other department on how the things are placed, how the labeling is done, and are the things cleaned and the offices kept neat and tidy or not. And based on that, they would score the department, and each department would score the other department, and finally we would publish a 5S audit results. Eventually, we would publish the monthly results, and finally, after 1 year, we would declare the 5S champion, and CEO will give a trophy to the team which performed best in 5S. When you are implementing 5S, remember to click photographs before you implement 5S and after you implement 5S. This will motivate the people, because when they see the difference before 5S and after 5S, they would also like to keep their workplace clean. So once again, just to summarize, 5S means sorting, straightening, sweeping, standardizing, and sustaining. Sorting means getting rid of what is not needed, means separating it out what you do not want. Straightening means setting in order, arranging tools, parts, and equipment so they can be used without wasting time and motion, marking and labeling everything so it is accessible and easy to find. Then sweeping, shining, washing, cleaning, and tagging abnormalities, that is the 3S, means cleaning the work site daily to guarantee safety. This applies to both office and plant areas. Tag items which need repair or removal. Standardizing means creating standardized procedures and practices, and especially taking care of the safety. And sustaining means maintaining good housekeeping and seeking ways to improve the operations on an ongoing basis.